回路アクティベート解析
Hello? Can you hear me now? I think I was muted. How are you doing? Okay, good. So let's wait a little bit more for more people to join, and then we can do more interesting stuff. I want to get to the final stage of this story, because I think last time people wanted to see the Mecha fight. I haven't actually done it on purpose so that I can do it live. So I think this is it. This is the last stage. Yeah, so I'm just gonna practice a little bit just to see how the boss fights. I'm not gonna clear it just to avoid wasting serum, because I want to make a video out of this fight. Ooh. Yeah, I don't understand how this guy works. Oh, you can parry. I see. I don't know which attacks I can parry. Whoa. You need to chill out. Yeah. Hey, Asami. I'm just button smashing right now. How much? Okay. So at least to clear the story stage, it seems it's pretty easy. I thought they would make it like you have to die and revive multiple times. Yeah, I did notice his attacks have different slash colors. And that usually indicates which attacks you can parry and which ones you should dodge. But right now, I'm just button smashing. So. But it's still, the interesting thing is that even though I'm playing like, you know, like a retard, it still looks good. The fight still looks enjoyable to watch. Oh. I don't want to clear this stage. I don't want to waste that serum. Alright, that was fun. I'm gonna do it again once more people join. In the meantime, let's see what I need to do. So I've been pretty busy with real life stuff, so this patch, even though it's kind of short, but there's so many events that I haven't actually cleared. Like, this is a stupid dance event. It's cute, but it's stupid, honestly. I have 10 days, so I think this is fine. This one I only have 3 days, and I have too many stages to clear. Yes, I mean, we need Glory in Global. Do you guys want to see anything about From Glory while we wait a little bit? I'm gonna do Gacha pulls in like maybe 5 minutes or so. You want to see Haikma or whatever her name is, her gameplay, or you want to see Chrome if you have questions about Chrome before he arrives? I actually wonder if the tutorial for Chrome has been changed, because they changed how the tutorial works. they give more details now for some characters, especially like after Luna. Let's see the menu. Yeah, Chrome has a fairly detailed tutorial. So let me just go through it. Asami S versus 3S, it's 10% more ice shredding, so it's ice resistance debuff. So the thing about Chrome is he has this meter and this shield, and this shield is empowers 3 pings, and this meter, once it fills up with basic attacks, I believe. It doesn't fill up. Let me see. No, it fills up with, I think, 3 pings. Sure. So his yellow orb is for gathering. Red and blue is just damage. It's nothing to write home about. I think the core skill is described here. Actually, Asami, what do you mean by ice down? Defense? Like ice defense? What does that even mean? Yeah, so this is the shield, and 3 pings are basically buffed, and then they consume the shield here. I don't know if you see my cursor. And then once the shield is consumed, they are not buffed anymore. Oh, my control. Why is it not working? Okay. So this is the interesting part is, you know, the meter is full. Now you press and hold the basic attack and you enter the glass. I don't know what's the name of this mode. So now he has this field around him. This field itself, once it's on, it basically does the ice shredding. So you don't actually need to hit the enemy because this field around Chrome does the job for you. In this mode, basic attacks are hit really hard, and also trippings are buffed as well. This is pretty much it. So one thing to note is that when he's in his core state, he doesn't refill orbs. So if you don't have a lot of orbs, for example, you just switch him in, you only have 5 orbs, it's better to do a few basic attacks and then refill, basically refill a few more orbs and then enter his core skill. So his core skill does the parry, so you don't actually need to dodge. So it's better to dodge before entering core, while you farm a few orbs, and then you enter core. That's the general gist of it. Yeah, his switch skill is the yellow orb, so it's actually good for gathering enemies. So it's pretty good in Warzone, where you just switch him in and he gathers more mobs. Let's see what's the last one. I think explains the parry. The parry mechanic, basically when you are in his core skill, you don't need to dodge. You just need to time your attacks to the enemy attack so that you parry it instead of dodging. This is the 3S plus skill. I don't remember what it does. So you see here, his core gives a lot of shield. And if I hit... So now his shield is reducing. Now I enter core. And then I parry instead of dodging. So he doesn't take any damage. His blue freezes, which is annoying here because I can't... Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I don't know if you noticed, but it didn't actually take any damage because of the parry mechanic. That's it to him. Ultimate is just a finishing move, similar to Plum, so pretty straightforward. Alright, I think we have enough people. Let me just get my Wanshi first, because you guys have it, but I haven't. I thought he comes on Sunday, so that's why I did my stream today. So let me do the catchables here. I actually only have enough for one copy, so it's mostly the weapon that I wanna that will be more interesting. You know what, let's go to the main menu and hear the nice music from the Taiwan version. Alright, hopefully I get more than one copy. Nope. I guess I'm gonna farm him for 5 months to S+ rank. I don't even have enough for another. How far am I from the second copy? I'm pretty close to a second copy, so it's not too terrible. What are the off rates actually? I'm curious. I guess those who don't have Plum's weapon, that's not a bad banner to pull. But for budget players, probably better to pull for Rosetta's weapon, because it has Plum as well. Actually, how many? What's the kitty count? 7. You know what? Let's just round it. So how did you guys enjoy Norman so far? Actually, what am I doing? The counter was... Now it's 10, okay. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Okay, 2 copies. Now the question is, should I leave some for... Next patch is gonna be more expensive. Next patch, I plan to try to get the Crane Bird to SS from Gacha and Rom and his weapon. So I don't know how much you know about pets, but this pet, even if you are free to play, I still recommend to get him when it's 100 the next patch, because you are guaranteed to get it. If you wait later, you may get useless S rank off rates, because every patch, like, there are too many pets in the future. So this cat, for example, it's almost useless. The eagle is almost useless. So if you don't get them when they are at 100% and you pull when they are at 80%, it's gonna suck if you get these type of pets. I think if you wait until the horse is released, it's still gonna be okay because the only S pets are gonna be the horse and the crane. So even if you get an off rate, it's still the two most useful S pets in the game, so that's okay. But if you wait further down and these useless ones are released, it's not gonna be really productive for you. So I guess it's not really. I guess one copy next patch, and then the patch after that you can get the horse and maybe try your luck on the second copy for the crane. Is not gonna be a bad plan. I guess I'm just gonna pull one more and get Wanshi's weapon resonance and get done with it. But I'm gonna do singles. I don't wanna. I wanna save as much as possible for next patch. So I'm gonna do Norman from Taiwan, because today is the third day and I don't want to miss out on rewards. Yeah, Sahin, if you have any questions about the pet system, just ask me here. It's not that complicated. I will make a tier list later, but I'm gonna tell you now my personal. I think tier lists for budget players. There's a little bit of. I think there is no agreement because there are so many pets to choose from and they are very expensive to build. But I will tell you my opinion. One thing to keep in mind is that pets, you can move them between characters, which means one pet can buff so many teams. That's why I think we should. One account needs at least to have 3 pets. Well invested. Come on, give me one more. 6-star weapon. Not happening, huh? Yeah, the crane, there are 2 birds. Actually, there are 3 birds, so we need to be specific when we talk about birds. If you see here, there's the crane. So there is the crane, there is the eagle, and there is the A rank, owl. So there's the owl. There is the eagle and there is the crane. So the most important one is the crane. If you join the game late, you can replace the crane with the panther, but if you are playing the game now, I think it's better to just get this one early on. And if you get any A rank drops, just hope it's gonna be the bull, because it's the most useful A rank pet at the beginning. Later on, this pet is useful as a support pet. It's the essentially that's. Let me just tell you my tier list right now. So tier list is gonna be divided into 3 tiers from my perspective. The tier 0 is gonna be like the most important ones, most impactful ones. That's gonna be this one, the crane, because of the gather. This one because of the gather, and also burst. Both of them have a similar burst. The crane is a little bit higher, I think. And the horse. The horse is unique. It has the slow effect, which is it's pretty important to have. And also, you know, buffs Rosetta's damage in a significant way. So if you have these three, these are the tier 0 most important pets in the game to have. The next ones will be kind of more cost effective and still useful in many situations. It's gonna be the bull and also this antelope. A lot of people put this antelope like low in the tier list, but I think it's pretty high from my perspective because not only does pretty good, it buffs lightning damage. It's an A rank pet, means it's pretty easy to farm, not as expensive as the others, and it also has unique skills in all the pets. It's the only support pet. It basically, if you use its skill, you can buff the next character's damage. Not the one that owns it, but the next one that's gonna switch in. And it also has the ability to give 1 orb to the character that switches in next. So this is the only support pet in the game, and I think for me, it helps some strategies in Pink Age, but generally it's really nice to buff your main DPS because you put this on a support and then you switch in whoever is going to do the damage, and the damage is buffed, they get more orbs. So it's pretty unique skill that I kind of like. Next tier is going to be tier 2. It's going to be S pets that are good for mostly for the signature characters that they own them. For example, this one is for Karen, and they are generally good attribute specific buffers. For example, this one is for fire, and this one is decent for ice, but it's mostly for chrome. So these are like in tier 2, and then tier 3 is gonna be the rest of the A rank pets. So we have the ice pet. This one is actually, the problem with these ones is that they need 3 S rank and you have to max them, and they only buff the character that equips them, but the buff is significant enough that it's higher than S rank pets that are of attribute. For example, if you use this on Plume and you use, for example, the crane on her, in terms of ice damage, the A rank pet, this one is better, especially when you have them at 3 S rank, because you can enable multiple of their skills. The same thing for physical. This guy here buffs physical damage the best in the game, even better than the horse. So, but it's just purely damage. They don't offer other things, and really the reason I recommend investing in pets is mostly for the other skills they provide, because they help a lot in difficult situations and so on. So that's why my tier list is not purely for damage, but generally the overall gain you have. For example, Gather, a lot of people think it's for Warzone, but it's actually really helpful in Mormon and Babel mob stages. It's because, especially in Normandy, you have usually a timer of 3 minutes, and even if your damage is high, but the mobs are all scattered all over the place, they are basically really hard to kill before the timer runs out. I found that Gather helps a lot keep them in place, and the horse can also slow them so they don't move around, and that allows you to basically burst them down and kill them more efficiently. If you put just damage type of pets, you will kill a few mobs faster, but you don't have much crowd control. That's kind of my reasoning about pets. I'm gonna make a more like video so that you can maybe have more structured reasoning about this. All right, so for global, did I get my third weapon or not yet? Nope. Let me get my next that's a 6-star weapon, and then close the global. I wanted to do Babel, but I don't actually enjoy Babel that much, and I usually just go with easiest difficulty and claim rewards quickly. And I think it's more interesting for you guys to see content from Taiwan, because we've already cleared content from global anyway, so... Asahina, yes, Chrome is pretty much a must-have. In fact, the problem is Plum's gameplay is awful. So you need... Wanshi is great, but you really need a third wheel, because Cheng Yu is really badly designed. It's basically Chrome that makes Ice really a good attribute. Otherwise, if you only have Plum, she's okay in Pain Cage, but outside Pain Cage, she kinda sucks. Her kit is basically burst and leave. She doesn't like to stay on the field. That's the problem. Damn. My luck. I think I'm gonna hit pity, right? Yeah, I should have just done temples, because this is... I did not save any black cards, mostly. I got so many 3-star weapons, as if they are not even good as fodder. It's like, what's the point of having them? Alright. So yeah, global, not much to do. So how much do I have? 15k, so I have enough for Chrome. How much time do we have? Let me just see where my wallet is gonna be. And we have almost 3 weeks before Chrome. Yeah, I think I can guarantee weapon and hat. It depends on my luck, but yeah, it doesn't look good. I thought I would gain 3 weapons. Actually, it wasn't that bad. 3 weapons in like how much? How much did I spend? Like 10k, I think. BCs. Yeah, it's not so bad. I was just being greedy. Alright, I think global, this is it. I'm just gonna switch to full screen now. And yeah, so you guys tell me what you wanna see. I'm guessing some people joined late, so maybe I can do... Let me do the mech fight 1 second time for those who joined late, and then we can do Norman. So by the way, this coat in here is free, so I'm actually trying to farm it. It's pretty cheap. It's the 49 cost. So yeah, I just noticed that they give us this coat in here. Yeah, Black Lockhart. Yeah, so for that's a good thing. If you don't have a lot of black cards, it's better to just pull Chrome, and then when Vera is released, pull for her weapon, because Chrome's weapon is also an off rate, so you may get it. If you don't, then just switch back and get Chrome's weapon, because you need to have it. Oh, she is. How do I avoid this? I'm gonna practice on this boss later. Because I get staggered, like I can't do basic attacks when I take a hit. So I need to study this boss. Okay, this one I can parry, that's good. It's like all his attacks can be parried, actually. If I time things correctly. Yeah, this one can be parried. So whenever he flies to the sky, like Rosetta, a boss. So basically you can parry that attack. Ooh, except this one maybe? I'm not sure. You can see the earth from here. Pretty nice. Okay. I was distracted by the beautiful view. Oops. No, he went Super Saiyan. I play like a retard right now. I'm just enjoying the view. Alright, let me try to get a little bit more serious. Did you guys notice that he can actually also parry my own attacks? That's interesting. Are you done? I think I played worse than my initial attempt earlier. Yeah, I need to study this boss. I don't understand which attacks I can dodge, and I get staggered too much. Alright, that's it. I don't want to kill it so that I can make a video later. Don't want to waste serum on this. Anyway, it's pretty cool boss. I just need to understand. wanna get staggered and whatnot.
少し休んだら
Let me just make sure I spent all my serum before. So Black Lockhart, you can start farming Dawn. Dawn is really good. Whoever doesn't have an lightning DPS can farm Dawn. Have some videos if you wanna go into my channel. She's pretty good after her buffs. She's actually good even before her buffs, but she has to stay on the field. That's the problem, and that's resolved with her ascension stuff. Let's start Norman because I think I only have a few hours before clean on the third day, and I have no idea how difficult it's gonna be. If they put, I'll try to clear it. What's this? So I think I have 10 hours before I run out of this. So this is the pet stage. I can't finish all of that. So essentially if you clear all these side stages you get one pull for Gacha pet. Alright, let's see. I need some leftover units to use here. Okay, what am I doing? So who is the most useless here? I guess I can put Pulse since I have none, the other none on me. I don't need the 6th team. So I think she can... Oh, what am I doing? I need to use Lightning Team as a source of energy, because this is Node 5. And Node 6 I can worry about it later. Let me do this properly. So... Wait, what's this stage? Is this the neutral stage? No, that's lightning. Oh, okay. Because they're at the bottom. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's annoying, this Norman menu, they really need to let you move units around. I don't have to like remove and add the unit all the time. Because now I believe I am on the yellow spot. The lighting is done. Which one is this? This one is the attributeless. So this one is fire. Okay, so which means dark is the only one that doesn't have an attribute here. gonna use Dark Team here. I will try to clear by just removing one buff, not all the buffs. Last time I cleared it without removing any buffs, so node 5 becomes really easy. The problem is node 6. But node 6 you can clear at the end, so there is no rush. Alright, so one thing they added in future versions of Norman, you see this blue button? You can clear any of these stages in any order by just going and challenge that node. So you don't have to go that sequentially. I'll still do it sequentially just because these are easy, so I don't think it's gonna be too hard. Let me clear. Okay, before that, now that I have the team set up, I can start filling up the leftover nodes here. So I have her with high BP. Actually, no, A ranks are better. What do I have? Chrome is good. 7k, that's good. I think I have. I think I only have Dawn. Dawn is 7k because I don't have a weapon for her. I guess that's all I have, that's fine. I'm just gonna... This looks good enough. So 120. I'm close to getting 150, but maybe next time. Maybe somebody else will be available. So right now, I don't know which nodes are gonna be, which teams are gonna be weak. I think this team is, my physical team is still a little bit weak. So I'm gonna use a little bit of bump here. And use the rest on the neutral stage. You know what? Let's just try to clear this side. Because I don't know which stage is gonna be cancerous. I think this stage doesn't have any status effects. I think status effects don't work. So I'm just gonna focus on damage. So this is the pet I told you. It's pretty good. So this is the skill that gives extra orbs for whoever is gonna switch in. So I'm gonna put her, use this, and have her switch just before those that if I need to rotate the entire team. So Luminance here doesn't have her buffs. They are coming next next patch, but I already farmed her and awakened her just in to prepare for next patch. I don't have Alpha or Lee. Okay, I think this is good enough. Oh, I forgot the most important. No, it's there. Alright, let's get started. Let me check if you have any questions before I start. Alright, let's see how cancer this is gonna be. It's been a while. I haven't done Norman with the controller.
みんなを守る
Yeah.
大丈夫です 私も行けます みんなを守る 逆私も行けます みんなを守る やって私も行けます 進行するための槍となる誰でもいいかかってきな
He's starting to make mistakes already.
誰でもいいかかってきなさい私も行けます貫け障害の槍みんなを守る人事を尽くすそうやってみせる私透明の結晶よ私たちの光
Who should I focus on?
生まれ変わらせてください進行するための槍となる位の痛みなる兵器私についてくれ私も行けます私についてくれ
Wait.
みんなを守る人事透明の結晶よ私たちに光を与え生まれ変わらせてください人事を尽くす誰でもいい貫け障害の槍みんなを守るやってみみんなを私も行けます透明の結晶よ
Where is that samurai guy? Did I kill him?
変わらせてください大丈夫です誰でもいいかかってる私も行けます貫け障害の槍みんなを守るやってみせる人事私も行けます透明の結晶よ私たちの光を
Oh, I ran out of
生
time?
まれ変わらせて
I didn't notice. Okay, let me get used to a little bit to the controller. Hit the wrong buttons a few times.
みんなを守る
I think this was gonna be the hardest for me.
人事を尽くす私も行けますできるとでも思っている私についてくれ誰でもいいかかって私も行けますみんなを守るみんなを守る
Did you see here? I don't know if you noticed, but the skill on this stage, stun doesn't work, gather doesn't work, nothing works except for the horse skill. This horse skill has a 2 second, 2 second slow, like it's almost a freeze, and it does work on this stage. So that's one of those situations where this skill is probably the most powerful status effect because it works on almost most enemies. See? I was testing that and I forgot to play properly. Come on, hit me. I'm gonna focus on this one. It's hard to aim. Let's see, this does this gather work? I think this one works. The gather from pets here doesn't work. I'm pretty sure. Let's focus on this on my end. Okay, only one enemy left, but only not much time. Damn, give me a 3 ping. I think I was wasting time testing the pet skill. I didn't focus. Okay, I think I'm gonna clear it this time. I was distracted. Bro, what happened? Nobody gathered. It's such a mess. I don't have orbs. Seriously? Okay, this is getting annoying.
Yeah.
Together doesn't work, for sure. Oops. Yeah, I'm late. Look at the orbs they give me for Rosetta. So useless. Yeah, it wasn't hard. I was just making too many mistakes. I'm actually using Luminance as DPS here. I'm using Han on her. But she's not, it's not the Luminance from, yet she doesn't have the Ascension buffs, so she actually sucks. Her damage is really low. Okay, so I think this team is mostly ready. Who should I use on clone? Yeah, once we get Witch Bianca, then we can. My physical team is gonna be a lot stronger than this. Well, even with Luminous buffs, it's gonna be a lot better. Did the mute? Okay.
さっさと解決しないといけないね。勝たなければ無意味です。お付き合いです。
指示をお願いします。戦術
見つけましたよ。
パラス私の刃になってください。
安らかに眠れ。勝たなければ無意味です。予測この一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。
退けなさい。この一撃
見つけましたよ。
I know I can kill them, so I was just using orbs. What? Yeah, this was easy. It just my physical team was a little bit weak. I should have probably put orb resonance on Rosetta, not physical resistance debuff. But anyway, it's what's done is done. Oops. Where is she aiming? It looked hard just because of that physical stage. Also, I'm not sure which buff I gave to that team. I just let it random. I didn't really bother choosing the optimal ones.
闇が惑われる。俺は光に向かって歩くから。
So she has Da Vinci.
この戦場
Hi Lynx, how's it going?
闇が惑われる。
I just wanted to verify that Vera had Where are you aiming at? This is the neutral stage, by the way, not the dark stage. Whoa, I almost ran out of juice. I haven't actually tried Machiavelli on global yet. I'm so lazy. Today's the last day, right? Yeah, even with Chrome, it's pretty. By the way, this is still the old version of Balefire. I have this patch. He gets his SS buffs, but I haven't used them yet. Cleared in less than 10 minutes. Okay, this is enough. So this gives the lightning, which is good for... I don't remember what's this. I don't remember what it is. Was 30 seconds? Not sure. This one is the one that gives, yeah, hits you with a lightning, which is actually a good thing to trigger Matrix. Alright, I'm gonna keep the other buffs and go again. Yeah, Machiavelli is basically a 3S Chrome boss, because that's 3S Chrome is basically the best way to stack damage against it. Forgot the pets. So this is my build for Luminance. Basically almost no damage. It's mostly for, you know, Hannah and Darwin are not really high damage. But I play her as if she had her Ascension buffs. Basically I wait until I have ultimate and then trigger Da Vinci and try to burst. I play her like that just to get some practice. Let's see, I think I'm just gonna buff this team. It's too weak. I can clear it later. Oops. It crashed. I can't see. Exit button. What happened with this screen?
ここには私たち二人しかいないわ。
Remind me to show some Hikma, some gameplay, because maybe some of you wanna see it. I don't really like her gameplay, to be honest. I don't like too much of press and hold type of gameplay, and that's basically what she is. You have to tap and hold her dodge button, which is not... I don't like that kind of gameplay. The thing that's good about her is her area, the area of effect of her skills are pretty large. That's mostly the good thing about her, I would say. Oh, I missed the dodge. She seems tankier than I thought. Am I using? Did I build her? I guess maybe that skill adds defense. The build is fine. Weird. Maybe that sub skill is adding defense. This one. I'm not sure it is. I used to clear this with A2, who is even weaker. You know what? Let me try something different. I'm gonna try solo Rosetta. No, the game needs to rotate. I don't know what's this buff. Now it's getting me. Annoying. What is this? Oh, this is the freeze buff. It's kind of funny how it's because I don't know what's this buff. That's the annoying thing. I don't know what it does. If it's really adding, if it makes the enemy tankier, then it makes sense that it's taking time to kill. Who is she?
くらいの痛みだ。私もいけます。みんなを守る。大丈夫だ。やって孔明の結晶よ。私たちに光を与え、生まれ変わらせてください。みんなを守る。私もいけます。私もいけます。貫け。障害の槍。
Why is she so far?
みんなを守る。大丈夫です。みんなを私もいけ。透明の結晶よ。私たちに光を与え、
So her entire ultimate, even with Da Vinci and everything.
進行希望。誰でもいいからかかって。私もいけます。みんなを守る。人事尽くし。消滅。みんなを守る。みんなを守る。透明の結晶よ。私たちに光を。
Yeah, I shouldn't be using this ultimate. It doesn't do much damage and I'm wasting time. I think that's probably the reason why I'm struggling.
私もいけます。貫け。障害の槍。
Yeah, let me try that.
みんなを守る。
Except maybe at the beginning.
私もいけます。誰でもいいからかかって。私もいけます。みんなを守る。人事尽くす。やってみせる。大丈夫です。進行するための槍。私もいけます。私についてくれる。私もいけます。貫け。障害の槍。みんなを守る。貫け。みんなを守る。やってみせる。人事尽くす。
Yeah,
消滅。
she does the same.
私もいけます。みんなを守る。人事尽くす。大丈夫です。やってみせ。私もいけます。みんなを守る。やっ。私もいけます。私についてくれる。できる。私もいけます。貫け。障害の槍。みんなを守る。みんなを守る。やってみせる。私。人事尽くす。消滅。みんなを守る。私もいけます。私もいけます。貫け。障害の槍。みんなを守る。やってみせる。人事尽くす。やってみせる。大丈夫です。私について誰でもいい。私もいけます。私についてくれる。
What? Are you kidding me?
障害の槍。
Still 1 HP bar left.
みんなを守る。
Are you kidding me? This is weird. I'm struggling more than when I used to use A2. I want to use A2, but I think I want to be stubborn and clear it as it is. I'm just surprised I'm struggling so much with Steam. I thought it's stronger than this. It has higher burst for sure, because I used it in Pain Cage, and this team actually does fairly okay. Even better against Q, for example. Much better than A2. But I guess A2's I think it's because of the 100% maybe. I don't know. I think I'm making dodge. No. Freeze is, yeah, normally is annoying because it's your team is as strong as basically your weakest team. This is my weakest team. The freeze effect of that buff is making more problems because I need Rosetta to attack so that I can trigger Matrix, and the freeze is preventing that happen. If the freeze works even on the stage buff, which is annoying. No, I think this time I think I can do it. That's what I said before.
私もいけます。みんなを守る。やってみせる。光明の血色。私たちの光を与え、生まれ変わらせてください。私についてくれる。誰でもいいからかかって。私もいけます。
Alright.
私たちのすべて障害を
This was harder than it should be. Yeah, luminance damage is just low. But I can't stay on Rosetta on the field because... Oh boy, it's this guy. Okay. Time to Unga Bunga this. You know how I suck at playing this boss, if you watched my previous streams. So let's use this. So it's gonna be just full rotation of the team. I try to parry as much as I can, but you know me from my previous streams. This boss, I only fight it from Norman to Norman, and I keep forgetting the timing of his attacks. So I'm gonna be probably it's gonna be bad. At one point I practiced this boss and got used to the attack pattern, and I was good at parrying, but it's been a really long time. I haven't parried much of his. So the best skills to parry with this team are Plum's Red, Red Orb, and Plum's Yellow. Because you want multi-hit. multi-hit attacks that makes it easy to, because they have like a few seconds of animation with multiple hits, so it makes it easy to parry rather than time in your basic attacks, for example. Okay, let's check what's this boss. As long as I have Da Vinci on, maybe I don't need. Oh yeah, this one should be easy.
死は許情けないよ。楽しんでくるとする。私について恐れることあがいてみせ。私もいけます。全てを
I will try to clear it without bets.
情けないよ。楽しんでくるとする。
Sure.
私について恐れることはない。私の邪魔をするなんて。私がいる場所が戦場よ。私がいる場所が戦場よ。みんなを守る。滅びなさい。断じしなさい。この矢はあなたへの憐れみです。
Oh, Liv doesn't have Da Vinci. That's why.
死は情けないよ。私もいけます。
Oh, see, she doesn't have Da Vinci, and I thought she had.
もっと来てよ。
It's like a reflex.
あがいてみせて。了解です。私もいけます。 死は許しません。私もいけます。私についてきて。恐れることはな。あがいてみせ。コミクス。私もいけます。了解です。私がいる場所が戦場よ。
Yeah, this boss is easy.
あがいてみせ。了解です。
It's this boss is easy, and this team is pretty strong with Vera, and I have weapon resonance, one on Vera and one on Veritas. The
この戦場から全てを奪いましょう。
so this one is the neutral boss.
戦略から生まれ変わりましょう。
Let's try to clear this without. Okay, there is Da Vinci. So the lightning team didn't have Da Vinci, didn't have pets, had nothing basically. What happened? Oh, my controller was ghosting. It stopped working.
この戦場から全てを奪いましょう。
闇がまとわりお前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜ。全部手伝いでいいか。
これで全てが終了する。この戦場から救いたいんでしょ。
全部手伝いでいいか。闇がまとわり俺は光に向かって歩く。いいか。
援助は私の指示を従うと滅びる。これで全てが終了する。
全部手伝いでいいか。
生まれ変わりましょう。
全部手伝いでいいか。
What happened?
懲罰。
I wasted this ultimate.
滅びる。与える。
全部手伝いでいいか。
懲罰。ここに降臨する。
闇がまとわり俺は光に向かって歩くから。いいか。
私の指示に従う。援助が私の指示に従う。滅びる。
全部手伝いでいいか。
Give me a break. Oh gosh. Alright, let's put some pets on them because she moves too much. But at least it gave an idea. So I have some, instead of wasting too much time on normal like we did before, let's just make it easy for ourselves. Oh, this is the used buff, but I'm not sure what it actually does. Oh, Kami is running naked. He has nothing on him. Oh my god. I can't believe they brought her down below below 10 HP with no pets, with no nothing on them. It's funny. Yeah. Dark is actually one of my favorite teams in normal. It's so good to play it. I actually don't think I need pets for this team. They didn't even have their gear on. Just Da Vinci and Naked Kami, and still they did so much damage. So
この戦場から全てを奪いましょう。
闇がまとう闇の対決降参お前ら全て粉々にしてやるぜ。
戦力開始滅びる。これで全てを
全部出題でいいか。
生まれ変わります。援助が欲しいと刻ませる。ここに降臨する。生まれ変わります。援助が欲しい。ダメ。滅びる。
降参しないのか。大きなやつに当たったら
地獄です。
全部出題でいいか。
誰が欲しい。私の指示に従うか。滅びる。これで全てを数量する。
全部出題でいいか。
oh,
ここに降臨する。
she caught me again in her animation.
滅びる。与えてあげる。生まれ変わりましょう。
全部出題でいいか。
これで全ての掃除。与えてあげる。援助が欲しい。
全部出題でいいか。
そうだ。ここに降臨する。生まれ変わる。これで全てを数量する。
I'm gonna continue with the Kami.
闇がまとわりついて闇の対決。
援助が欲しい。ひざまずいてコーヌなら助けてやる。援助が欲しい。ひざまずいてコーヌなら助けてやる。
Camry is too strong. I'm gonna kill her.
このくらいの傷大したことじゃない。
この数字をから全てを奪いましょう。
Yeah, I screwed up with Luna, but I know that this boss isn't tanky, so...
指揮官
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。
最悪は全て私と共に国運に返します。もうできるようになりました。
ご命令。
私に任せてください。あった左側の方向が薄すぎたかな。
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。アクション。ご命令。
クマンここで燃やし尽くされます。
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。
This wasn't even a challenge. She's already dead? Yeah, this wasn't even a challenge. Just 2 rotations. Yeah, so only physical was kind of awkward. I'm not sure if I was just bad. Playing, like, really bad. Or really just a matter of damage from Luminance was really low. Well, her build wasn't really meant for... I mean, it's Hannah and Scotty or Adolf. It doesn't provide much damage. Alright, so what do you guys want to see? You want me to show the tutorial about Hikma? Okay, let me talk about that. Actually, I'm gonna talk about Pinkage and Warzone. It's actually a good topic. So Hikma has this meter which fills up with the dodge. You tap and hold the dodge. It doesn't fill up with basic attack or orb. So that's it. You dodge. You dodge and hold. And then she's in this position. You can move. Once this fills up, you can release it and hit. Or wait until you get attacked, then you have some sort of parry. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the skill description. Her ultimate has this super large field, and if you do it again, it freezes the enemy. And then you enter this stance, and this meter fills up faster. If I get attacked, it triggers something similar to parry, and it triggers Matrix. I like her freeze. It works pretty well. It freezes for, I think, pretty long duration, not like Chrome. first one. Her cutie is way too fast. It's not good for... Well... I guess if somebody else holds Da Vinci, she's not really great for that.
敵用サイド起動戦闘出力作戦回路アクティベート解析ロックオン解析ロックオン解析破壊
So I don't know if you noticed, but let me show what's going on a little bit. So when you enter, if you watch this ultimate button, I enter ultimate first, and then there's this that fills up. So I'm not sure, it's probably a buff or something. I can keep doing damage in this state. Once it fills up, I can do the freeze. It probably does more damage now, and then the meter like drains again from the ultimate. By checking the skill description, you can probably tell how much buffs and whatnot. And she mentions here 3S plus rank, so must be some high rank skill. Since I don't plan to get her, I usually don't really bother learning how Unikins play. I just make guides after when they are about to be released. Alright, let's talk about Pain Cage and the Warzone. So in Pain Cage, first of all, we will have achievement rewards, which gives skulls. It's kind of a one-time thing per boss. So you can see here, you'll see a lot of videos from, you know, China or Taiwan that say how to unlock the 580k achievement rewards. The way it goes is, for each boss you can get up to 75 skulls, and the way it works is, every time you reach a certain milestone in terms of score, you get a certain amount of skulls. So for example, the first achievement is 5 skulls, and you need to score on that boss a total of 48k. For example, if you clear Test and Elite, you will get this. And then the next one is gonna be 128, and so on. It's the sum of all the score for that boss. And the hardest one is Hell. Is to get the 25, the last 25. So if you do how much 400 something, 480 total score, you get a total of 50 skulls. That's already a lot. But the last 25 skulls, you need to score 580, and if you do the math, you need around 290. Let's check my here. Let's take an example of boss. So you take this boss for example, and you sum all this, and it needs to equal or exceed 580k. And if you do the math, if you do here around 1920, here you do, 39, 40, here you do around 75. I'm being generous here, like 75, not generous but conservative. 75 to 78, which is like typical for a boss. So the hardest are really the last two. So here you need to do like 150 at the minimum, I think. And here you need to do like 290 at the minimum to claim those rewards. So you need to sum up everything so you can claim those rewards. So if you look, for example, the hardest one would be Lamia. Lamia, I did not. I did okay on Hell with what I had. The hardest for me was to score high was the Knight in Chaos, because you need multiple rotations and your score drops a lot because of that. I think I can get this one to 75, but I was just lazy to do it. But for Chaos it's like, it's hard to, and Hell it's hard to do without investing more. So for example, this one, if you sum everything, it's gonna be 560-ish. I'm not sure exactly, but it's one of those that I did not manage to score. So this one, you see, it's kind of close, 570. I don't think it's that one. It's probably one of these. It's around 560. It's one of these bosses. I don't know the name here. I did not. If you check the name, you'll find which one. But you see a few bosses, the Gen 3 bosses, they are really hard to get into 580, unless you are like invest a lot. You need a lot of weapon resonance. SS rank is enough, but you need a lot of weapon resonance. Yeah, so this is for Pain Cage. So the bosses in Ultimate Pain Cage, they keep changing. They remove the old one and then replace them with new ones. So if you look here with the boss list, you'll see all of these are like the Gen 3 bosses, except for Luna, and Gabriel is Gen 2. Sorry, I meant Alpha. So Alpha is Gen 1. Gabriel's Gen 2. So Alpha is the only Gen 1 that's left on this side. On this side, it's only Gen 2 Huaxu that's there. Everyone is Actually, Lamia is kind of in the gray area. I don't know if it's considered J1 or J2 or J3. And here, this is like one of the most annoying sides. Most of them are like super tanky. And you have Musashi. So this also reminds you of why Rosetta is important. Musashi and Alpha are the only Gen 1 bosses left in the game. And both are taken by Rosetta. She destroys them for 320 scores. Yeah, that's how the current state. They added this graveyard. We call it the boss graveyard. I'm not sure if it's because you can still unlock those achievements from here, which means if you joined the game late or you did not unlock all the achievements and these bosses got removed, you can still claim the rewards here. I'm not sure, because I think I got already the achievements for these two, so I did not bother to clear them here. But it's something that those who did not clear this can answer. I don't know if it's the case, because I scored 300 plus on these bosses, so I already claimed the achievement rewards. Asami, yes, it is per boss. And I think that's why they created this graveyard. It's per boss, and some bosses get removed, so maybe they want to make it fair for people who join later by still claiming these rewards. Yeah, it's one time, so if you do the math roughly, once this is released, if your account is well invested, you can get around 1500 skulls in total, which is enough to SS rank 3 characters. So it's actually a good way to catch up for those who have many S ranks to get to SS. So if you see my account, it's F2P and I started late, but most of them are SS. Rosetta is SS, Plum, and Via Veritas. Everybody is SS except for Pulse. So it helped me catch up on SS very quickly. Yeah, I don't think there is for Tifa and Roland. Yeah, I don't. So those got removed before this feature was added. That's just my guess, because I don't speak Chinese. I can't read Chinese. All right, so let's move on to Warzone, unless you have more questions about. So Warzone. Oh shoot, it's closed already. Alright, so unfortunately it's close, so I can't really show you what's the interesting part. But at least you can see here that the rewards have been increased, has increased. So this material is almost doubled, assuming where you stand before. For example, if you are if you retain hero often, or if you are bouncing between leader and hero, roughly speaking, the amount of currency you get here doubles, which is good. But there's a reason why they did this. It's because there is an additional material, this one and this one, that you can buy. And these are used for the ascension skills and for the counter and execution skills for Unicant. And so it's not just this material that's important in this shop. So they kind of doubled it to account for these. But if you are like me and you are ignoring Unicants, mostly you just care about this one, so that you can ascend characters like Luminance, like Rosette and whatnot. Yeah, so this is for the rewards. For the actual stages, Warzone stages become kind of divided into 3 types. Single enemy types. Every wave is gonna only have 1 enemy, and then there will be an elite enemy, and then followed by a boss enemy. So it's always 1 enemy. The second type was gonna be pair of enemies. It's gonna be 2 pair of elite, usually elite mobs. And then I'm not sure if there's a boss. I'm not sure about that. And the third one is waves of 3 or 6 mobs. It's similar to what we have now in global, but I think they removed the boss. Because last time I did it, I cleared 14 waves and there was no boss. It's always 3 or 6 enemies, and usually they are like the weak enemies. So for those materials, I recorded Dawn, the materials for Dawn, and Lucia Dawn, and I haven't uploaded it. I think I still have it. I did not delete that video, so which shows exactly how much material. But what I can say is it's actually pretty. It's not that bad for FPP. It's not that costly. The most expensive material is gonna be from here. Essentially, this is the material, either this or this, depending on Unicants or constructs. And just to give you an idea, I maxed all Lucia Dawn's skills, and I still bought 2 of these USB sticks, and now I have 4,000, 2,000. So roughly, I think if you account for stuff the game gives you and what you get, so you only need, I think, 2,000 of this material and a little bit of serum to max out 1 character, at least constructs. So if you look here, for example, Lee, I haven't started yet. So constructs have 3 skills, so you unlock them. So you need this you buy it from that Warzone material. And you need this is from serum. You can buy it with serum. You don't need a lot of this, and you need a lot of this one. You don't need a lot of it. And once you unlock the skill, what you need the most is really cogs. Cogs is the second most expensive part of this. And from the calculations I did, you need 2,000 Warzone material to buy this, a little bit of serum for this, and a lot of serum, or it depends if you are a spender or not, for the cogs. So that's really depends on you. For Unicants, it's a little bit similar, but they have more skills, so I'm not sure. But all I can tell you is I unlocked only this is the counter skill. F2P, I did not spend anything. The events give you these materials, and I unlocked this, and I was close to claiming the max rewards. And my camera here, as you can see, I did not even max out his memories, and as they are all naked, and his SS, his skill tree has been maxed, but these unique skills, I did not unlock these, and I still managed to almost claim max rewards in the unique events. I think you don't really need to spend too much if you only care about unique events. But if you want to do well in other game modes like Babel, like Warzone will get a unique map, so you will likely need to max all of this. And if I remember, the cost is the same as Construct. So you need a total of I think it's 8,000 of this material of Warzone currency. You need 8,000 in total, but the game give you a lot of material from events. For example, if you look here, this is one of the events, and you can look here and you see you get, for example, Lee material here, and you get this, so you don't need to spend serum, so you get a lot of it, most of it actually. That's why I think you only need to farm maybe 1/3 or so. And this is the unique event I'm talking about. I only have 4 days declared. I completely forgot. By mistake, I choose the low difficulty, so it doesn't give as much rewards as the high difficulty. It's gonna be the same as Ultimate Paying Cage and Ultimate Norman. It's gonna have a low and high difficulty, and before I choose the high difficulty, and I almost got all the rewards. So the rewards depend on your rank. When you clear the main stage here, it gives you a rating from from B to 3S plus, and I did get 3S plus, but I was very short on my score to claim max rewards. So you look here, this is the stuff you get from this unique event, and this currency you use it to buy not ascension, but execution and counter skills, that stuff. So this is the shop, so you can buy these materials from the unique event, and it's really easy to claim max rewards. You just need one unique that has execution skills and counter skills unlocked. You just need to unlock them and you can get max rewards. There is a leaderboard. I was actually in the top 100 in the previous event, and yeah, that's it. So it's actually not that bad. You don't need to spend a lot of serum, and even in the Warzone shop, you can get most of the materials and still have a little bit of left Warzone currency to buy the USB, the red USB. So it's, especially after the new update, so it's really good, I think. All right. I think I have to head out. There's more stuff. If I had time right now, I would clear all these events because I'm running out of time. But for now, I think this is good enough. I'm just making sure I'm not losing rewards, so I'm gonna clear them later on. All right. Before I head out, is there anything else you would like to see? Oh yeah. So yeah, Lockhart noticed. So the way it works in the future is that we will get a lot of the. So Warzone will start to give this yellow ticket, which is we call it the BP currency, and the more time goes on, the more Kuro adds more sources for this ticket. But at the same time, it reduces the Norman frequency. So if you look, the most best use of these tickets is this, for especially FTP. If you are a light spender or a whale, you can buy these shards as well. But the best use is really this, and because you can buy the USB shards from here, I think they try to make it not too easy, so they reduce the normal frequency to 1 per patch. Sometimes I think there was even a patch where there was no normal at all. But right now, you're gonna get. Okay, Vera. You're saying I need to take a break. You can leave me alone. So, yeah, so they reduce the normal frequency so that you don't get too many shards, but also they increase the yellow ticket frequency sources. So, I think overall you get a fairly good amount. Hopefully, they bring the guild mode. There was a guild mode here. It was beta, and it gave almost enough for one USB and a lot of other rewards. It was pretty good, but now it's gone. I don't know if it's coming back. Okay, so the pet, which bird? I'm assuming you mean the crane, because that's the most important one. Let me see if they unlock these stages, because it's annoying. This is annoying. So you can't access the tutorial skills for these. If you go here for characters, even if you don't have them, for example, I don't have Roland, but I can still go and learn how to play him. But they did not do that for pets, which is stupid, I think. So yeah, the crane. Let me answer the question about the crane. So this, if you are talking about this, the crane does two things other than the typical stuff. It does one of the highest burst damages among pets, and it buffs your main character, and it buffs lightning damage, and Veritas a little bit more than others. So that's about the typical stuff. The less typical is the skill to gather enemies. It's the first pet that can do that, and it helps a lot crowd control in Norman and Babel and also Warzone. It's the main reason to get this pet. The other thing it does is it teleports your character along the line. So this pet goes in a straight line when you trigger its skill, and you can make, and it has two sub skills here. One is just typical damage, and one is it's gonna do damage and also teleport your character to the other side of that line when it hits. And you can use that as an escape in Babel, for example. If you can't dodge, or you are surrounded by enemies, you can use that skill to escape. That's the second use. I don't think it's that useful, to be honest, but the gather is the most important feature of this pet. Yeah, so that's about it. Alright. Alright, guys. We tried to make it a little bit more consistent. I was busy with personal stuff, but hopefully I can do more streams in the future. And also I have a lot of content that I need to push out. So, but yeah, keep joining the streams and ask questions, or just DM me on Discord if you want. Yes, the trial stages are giving BCs for the first time. It's just 10, so it's not much, but free stuff is free stuff. Actually, I need to claim those. Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna head out. Yeah, let's see you next time on the next stream. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.